What is up, everybody? I hope that you all are having a great day. I'm having a good day. I'm finishing up this studio area. You're about to get a tour real soon. I think I'm going to do another layer here on this soundproofing on the bottom, and because I did 4 here, I did 3 here, but hey, it is what it is. Up, back, over in this corner, you're probably going to see some, and over here even, you're going to see some of what we're talking about today. So today, I want to do a video. It came to my mind that I did not do a post-tournament video when I talked about going to my first disc golf tournament. I didn't do well. I played another one this last weekend, and I didn't do well again. Both times were my fault. I started out great on this last one. I led the card in the front, or the back 9 technically. Our first set of 9, I was ahead on the scorecard. I fell into a creek. I got wet and I threw my game away. But I want to talk about some cool stuff that happens and talk about the player packs that I received for that tournament, as well as a volunteer pack that I got from a tournament. That's the first one we'll talk about. And some gifts from tournaments that were given after they happened. The Laramie County Disc Golf Club is just amazing. And so I want to talk about the discs that they've given me and a competition I won called the Ring of Fire. It's a putting competition, 30 feet around a basket, so kind of like Circle's Edge. It's about 30 feet, and everybody putts, and if you win, they gave you a disc. And so after the, I believe it was, it was definitely the WYO Open from 2021, I went down to Freedom's Edge. We had some fun, and we played Ring of Fire, and I actually won, which was pretty cool. So we'll talk about those, but let's get into it so it doesn't take too long. All right, so let's start out with, I volunteered at the WYO Open. It's a big tournament that Laramie County Disc Golf Club puts on, and it's in Cheyenne, Wyoming. It's called the WYO Open. It's a really cool tournament. I volunteered for it this year. I didn't have the time to prepare, and so I didn't really want to play, but I really wanted to help Ken Embry, who was the tournament manager, out. And so myself, my buddy Aaron, even his wife Karen, we all volunteered to go to this tournament. And Aaron and I did spotting, which is you like find people's discs to keep stuff moving. You let them know if it's out of bounds, all that kind of stuff. So for that tournament, we had a choice between a shirt or a disc and a mini, and I am a disc hoarder. I have a problem, and so obviously I picked the disc. So you got one mini. I picked this one. I really wanted a pink mini. This is a Zing mini, and it has the WYO Open stamp, 2021. Looks really cool. This is the one that's currently in my bag that I actually bagged. So this is the mini marker that I use. And then I got one of their Active Premium Senseis, which is a really sweet disc. This is what I use as my throwing putter. Again, it's just a pink Active Premium with the WYO Open stamp. So next, let's talk about, why not the gifts that I got from the Laramie County Disc Golf Club. So I actually got this disc in mini marker when I went to pick up my tag this year. Yeah, it would have had to have been this year. Let me find it. Where's the, there it is. So I got a Deputy, a Dynamic Discs Deputy. I don't throw the Deputy as a putter. I did try after I got this disc. Not a huge fan. It's more of a understable putter, and I'm just not a huge fan. Plus, it doesn't have a bead, but it's got the sick Buffalo stamp. They're from the Wyoming Classic from 2021. It's in Dynamic Disc Burst Plastic, which is pretty sweet. And so I'm actually really, really excited, and happy that I got that disc. He also gave me a marker, which is a little just plastic. It's from Dynamic, but it has that Wyoming Classic. Yeah, the WYO Classic from 2021, the 3rd annual. It has that stamp on there. I bagged this for a long time, so the ink is actually run, because when I play, I put my marker in my pocket. But really excited about this. This was like the first marker that was a tournament marker that I got, and I think is really cool. I have a couple minis that I have in my cupboard, and we can do a whole disc tour, but that's not for today. So those are the gift discs. You know what? Let's move on to the Ring of Fire disc. But first, let's get a little drink. Obviously, because of the size of my channel, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not bitter about that. I'm cool with that. But I love these Monster Ultras or whatever, the sugar-free ones. This is the Ultra Sunrise. It's not bad. I enjoy it. Okay, so let's talk about the Ring of Fire. And then we'll have 3 more discs to go through. So for the Ring of Fire, we played, we won. Or you played, you putted. If you won, you got a disc set. So I picked this one up. because I really, at the time, I didn't have a pink mini, and we'll talk about that in a second. But it's a Dynamic Discs Bounty with it's a gray burst with the green buffalo from the 2021 Wyoming Classic, which is the third animal. So I got this bounty, and then I got another one of those minis, but it has the pink buffalo on it, which I thought was really cool, so I picked that up. And so that was from winning the Ring of Fire, which was really cool for me. It's the first disc golf like competition. It's not a big deal. It's just a Ring of Fire, but that I had won, that I had participated in, and really being part of that tournament was the first time I'd been involved in a big tournament like the Wyoming Open / Wyoming Classic, and it was really cool. Or sorry, the Wyoming Open playing at the Ring of Fire. So I was right. The Wyoming Open was the first time I had been a part of a big tournament like that, and it was really, really awesome. So I grabbed the bounty and then that mini, which puts me at like 2 of these minis, but I don't really care because it's cool. Plus I have an extra mini to give to someone if they want to start experimenting with what it's like to mark. So now, before we get into the Players Pack from this weekend, let's get into my first ever Players Pack, which was it was such a cool experience. I had so much fun in my first tournament. It was frustrating, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. So one sec. Okay, so for my first tournament, it was called Shoot the Breeze. It was a smaller tournament, but it was still a C-tier PDGA tournament. So pretty cool for a first one. And you got a Tactic, which I'll show you the stamp in a second. I think the stamp is super cool. If you can see on here, I put my first tournament, I think. Yeah, my first tournament, and I got 8th place. I didn't do great, like I said, but it was fun. And then you got a premium plastic. So for the premium plastic disc, you got from the WYO Open in 2020, they had extras, and so I picked up an MD3. I actually got really lucky on being able to pick up the MD3. One, if you don't know like anything about Discmania, the MD3 is actually technically out of production and just going back into production, but Discmania went with Innova to make and press the MD3s, and now Discmania is doing them themselves. But part of the reason I got lucky, besides the fact that they're really hard to find, and that this is a sweet tournament stamp disc with like the pink see-through and the purple stamp, the way that they wrote, that Innova wrote the weight, it looked like 146, so someone didn't pick it up. But it's actually a 176 weight MD3, and I love this disc. It's such a straight flyer with a consistent finish to the left. I really enjoy this disc. I'm really happy that I picked this up, and it actually is in my bag currently. That looks pretty sick as you come through here, those lights. So pick that up. That one's actually in my bag. This one, my buddy Aaron gives me crap for, but I don't bag this one because I want to remember my first tournament, and I just think it's kind of cool. But so this is a soft Tactic. I thought it was a hard Tactic, but now that it's a little warm, it's definitely a soft Tactic, white with the Shoot the Breeze. It was on July 19, 2021, and it was in Cheyenne, Wyoming. This artwork was actually original artwork from Shoot the Breeze, so it's a really cool stamp. I got it with the rainbow foil just because I thought that was pretty sweet, and I like crazy colors. So this was my first ever tournament disc, and you are probably going to see this one up in this area, which maybe you can see, maybe you can't, but it'll probably be up on this wall. I'm super, super proud of being able to compete. I enjoy competing, and so this was the first time, but I'm learning that tournaments are harder than just playing day by day, obviously, because your mind doesn't work the same. So let's get into this weekend's tournament, my second tournament, and what the player pack looked like. So for this tournament, it was actually kind of a cool player pack. So you got 2 premium discs that had the stamp, the tournament stamp on it. The tournament I played in was called called the Harvest. So you got 2 premium discs, which means just a premium plastic. Like this would be considered a soft, not premium plastic, where this would be considered a premium plastic. This is a C-line plastic. This is an Exo soft plastic. So that's just kind of what when I say premium. So we got 2 nice plastic discs, which I consider, I don't know, plastic is plastic. I love it all. So you got 2 premium discs, a mini marker, and then you got $10 off to Throw WYO, which is a store here in Cheyenne, a disc golf store, and you got $10 off there. So the first thing I got with my $10 off is I got a beanie. I've wanted, because I play in the cold, I've wanted a beanie. Sorry, my dog just did something. I don't know what it was. But I wanted a beanie because I play in the cold. So, boom, I got a Discraft beanie. I preferred a Discmania beanie is what I was hoping for. But I'll tell you what, this Discraft beanie is so nice, so soft, so warm. It's awesome. Like, I may even wear it snowboarding this year, but this was so awesome. I'm really happy to have this pickup. We decided that if we don't play in the winter in Cheyenne, that we're probably just not going to play. So, boom, I picked up a beanie. I feel more comfortable. The other thing I picked up from Throw YO, I've been looking at these, and it's an ESP Zone. Now, I don't throw the Zone a lot. I have it in a Big Z plastic. It is in my bag. But one, I love pink, and I think this, like, teal blue stamp is awesome, or the foil on that stamp is awesome, and I'm really excited to try out this disc. I haven't even thrown it, I haven't put my ink on it or anything, but it's an ESP Zone. It's not super swirly, and I almost just, like, the back end you can see has a lot of swirl in it, but the front's like this really solid pink color. It's really beautiful. I really like that disc, so I picked that up. Then we got our minis, and I picked up this pink gray mini. I just think it looked sick, and so that's, I love pink hat. You know, my, like, this lighting is normally pink. There's blue, so kind of blue pink is kind of what I like, and so pick this one up. It's kind of a blue sparkle-ish stamp, but this is sick. Drawn by a guy in the Laramie County Disc Golf Club named Jordy, and it's just so sick. So I picked up this mini. I was feeling it, and I was like, man, this feels like a Judge, like a little mini Judge, and sure enough, it is. Not that matters. That doesn't speak to my knowledge of the game. I just have a problem. And then I picked up so for my 2 premium discs, I picked up a pink Lucid stamp, white stamped Verdict at 176 grams, which is a pretty sweet disc. I have not thrown it yet. Again, no, it's Monday. I played on Saturday, and then Sunday I preached and spoke at our church. So, you know, interim lead pastor things. But cool disc. I don't know. Like, I'm with my buddy Aaron, and discs are made to be thrown, but I don't know. These, like, the ones that I got from Players Packs are just kind of special to me. I'm weird like that. So, who knows? Maybe it goes up on the wall. Maybe it doesn't. We'll see. The last one I picked up, and I'm actually really excited about, and not necessarily because I'm going to throw it. I don't know. I've heard things about the Escape. I haven't heard a ton about it. But I picked up this Escape. It kind of looks red, but it's like a deep pink. No, and I'm not saying deep pink like it's red. No, it's a deep pink, but it has like this really sparkle stamp on it that's really, really beautiful, or foil on the stamp. Again, that super sick Harvest, but if you can see, it has metal flakes in it. So I am super excited to pick this up. I was the third person to sign up, and I didn't even care what it was. I just wanted a gold flake disc in my collection. So I picked that up. So this weekend, I didn't do phenomenal. I think I took 7th. Scores aren't officially in. However, compared to my first ever tournament, I shot a 733 rated round. This one, I shot a 799 rated round, which is okay. I'm not happy with it. I think I'm over 800. I lost to a friend of mine but hey, good for him. It was a great time. Our card mates were awesome. Super cool dudes. We had fun. I fell in a creek and then let that get in my head. And before that, I let the wind get in my head. I probably should have shot a couple under with how short the course was. But hey, all in all, it was a great, great time. So, as always, remember that Jesus loves you. And the God of all the universe, whose Jesus is his son, sent his son for you no matter what. And they want you to have fun. They want you to hang out. If you ever have any questions about that, hit a comment. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. This room is where a lot of our content will be filmed from now on, and it'll be a lot of discussion content. There'll be some outdoors and some fun content, but for a lot of it, it'll be here. We'll be talking about life, about discs. We'll do some fun stuff, but as always, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Peace out.